I also see part of the issue, um, we're so focused on the problem and measuring
Mm,
that problem. And for me, in my personal life, in my professional life, like what we give attention to is what flourishes.
mm, mhm.
So if all our attention is on mental illness and burnout, like we need to understand, acknowledge and understand the problems, yes. But if we're giving that whole thing our attention, we're not opening up the lens and the periphery to consider what are the solutions. So let's take burnout, for example. Huge topic across sectors, right? And a lot of people are measuring it in their organizations. But in terms of like shifting the focus, for me, compassion is a known antidote to burnout. People do talk about compassion fatigue, and it is a misnomer. It is
Mm,
empathy fatigue. Empathy lights up the pain centers in your brain. It is identifying with the emotional state of another. Compassion is action oriented. It is taking steps to alleviate somebody else's suffering. And when you move into that action space, it lights up the pleasure centers in your brain. So this whole idea around compassion fatigue is a misnomer, and it really bothers me because it's thrown around a lot in medicine. Compassion actually is an antidote to burnout. The proximity, and there's researchers like Stephen Tresiak that talk about the importance of actually connecting. When in
yeah,
medicine, you're taught to emotionally distance yourself, when in
yeah.
fact getting emotionally proximate and having the ability to then release, like be present to someone's suffering, but then release whatever it was, it doesn't serve you or your patient to carry with them the emotional side of the suffering that you're attending to. But you can be present to it, you can be close. And that, in fact, is an antidote to burnout. Instead of like trying to protect yourself, like put up this shield, this armor from all this emotional stuff. No, engage with it. Like those connection is the meaning making stuff of life and in medicine.